couple of years back, I had went over a verse, and it is a Bible verse, and I got it from the King James Version Bible, and it's Revelation 13 and 16. And what the verse actually states, because what I actually did was I went through it from the Greek and I retranslated it. But what it states in the English is, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of that beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And when I went through all the words in the Greek language, I came out with something that equaled almost like a whole page of information. It turned out to be a lot longer than a verse. And what it said is, even itself the heir to give to his advantage, to give over, deliver a writing, something to be administered, something to be religiously observed, to pay emphasis to personality and character, the spirit principle by which the human being feels, thinks, devoid of all, or at least all grosser matter, possessed of the power of knowing, desiring, deciding, and acting, so a life-giving spirit conceived as inhabiting the bodies of men, the disposition or influence which fills and governs the soul of anyone, the efficient source of any power, affection, emotion, desire, etc. Then it says, one in whom the likeness of anyone is seen on account of his power of command, to yield to be like a brutal, bestial savage preparing destruction for men, emit sound, speak speech, articulate sounds, talk, tell, to use words in order to disclose one's thoughts, to produce, construct, fashion, to be the authors of the cause, to prepare, shoot, to render one anything, constitute or appoint anything, to appoint or ordain, declare one anything, to carry out, to perform homage shown to demons, to the advantage of a dog, a man of impure mind, an impudent man, in order to kill in any way whatever, to destroy, allow to perish, extinguish, abolish, to inflict mortal death, to deprive of spiritual life, and procure eternal misery in hell. And that's what came out their own dictionaries for the words that were used in the Greek language for that particular verse. So I believe that that's television.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so when it talks about people worshiping, I'm sorry, go ahead, please.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Well, it don't seem probable to me, because when I looked up a lot of biblical scholar information, they made comments in regards to people going over to Jerusalem and worshiping some image in a temple. It's not likely. It's not how it's going to go down. You know what I'm saying? Because most of us aren't ever going to set foot in Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? But they will put it in your house. You know what I'm saying? To get everybody to worship it. So when you talk about the desensitization. Yeah, exactly. It's in your household. It's emitting frequencies constantly, whether it's on or off. You know what I'm saying? And even that first portion of the verse where it said, even itself the heir to give to his advantage. So when TV first came out, it was broadcast over the airwaves.
Mm-hmm.
And basically we have radiation being emanated out of the screen, because really the thing is a cathode, right? You know, which is the same thing that's in the X-ray machine. And but there's really, the reason I bring it up is because there's no way you can protect yourself from what comes out of the television box. It's just not possible. If the light is coming from the screen and it's touching your cells, then it's going to have an effect, and the effect is not desirable. You know what I'm saying? So we need to stop watching the television, because too many of us get our education off of it anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with you on that one. I believe in getting the TV out your home. I don't have my own home, so there's still television in the home that I live in. You feel me? But when I get my own place, you know, there won't be any television in mine either. But yeah, I did just want to share that with you guys.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And you know what? Even if nobody even knew all that you just read, the bottom line is you see what's happening on television. You see they've turned the murdering up like 100%. I mean, you see all these gay shows are coming on. They really working on our psyche, and they've been doing a really good job at it. I have to give it to them. Give credit where credit is due. They've been doing a really good job. But now that we know this, Now that we know this, we need to really think about it. Now, I do have televisions in my home. Let me clarify that. It's just that we don't have any outside interception. So we watch a lot of movies and things like that. We don't have the cable, or we don't have the rabbit ears. We don't have anything like that on our TV. So we don't know what's going on the outside world unless I see it on YouTube or Facebook. That's my news channel, Facebook, YouTube, all that stuff, or somebody call and tell me, but I don't actually have actual news here. But I do appreciate you calling in, King, and sharing that with us. I really do. And, and call again. We're here every week. You know that. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next call. Thank you. Peace and love to you, King. Or you can stick around if you want to. Let's go to the next call. We only got 7 minutes, though, or we're going to try to get out here in 7 minutes. But let me go ahead and grab this next caller. I got, y'all, I got 3 people still holding on. Peace and love, 618. Where you calling from? Your first name? Area code 618. Okay, go up. Oh, I got to turn them on first. Hold on. Okay, let me turn you on. Let me see.
Okay.
Now, are you there, 618? Okay, I didn't have you turned on. I apologize. Where are you calling from? Your first name, please.
It's Ace. I'm calling from Washington, D.C. area.
Okay, peace, King.
Hey, how you doing? What's going on? One of your biggest fans.
Okay, right
I like to. I always see what's going on. I always picking on you, Miss Kenya. I like to say that I like the topic tonight. It's a good topic because you're right. It's a lot of things on TV that they're making people sensible to, where they're like, if you look at the kid shows, there's a lot of stuff, gay stuff on the kid shows now too. Lately, a lot of racist stuff been happening a lot lately on the news, and confusion and conflict. I think people really got to pay attention to what's going on in the times we're in right now.
Right.
Yeah, and
I agree.
And the reason why I say that is because the last couple of days, like, it's been a lot of Europeans going to the gun ranges and buying a lot of artillery and bullets lately. And so sometimes you sit back and observe that, and you see our people in their little world, in their little zone, they don't see that. That's the sad part because, other groups are organizing, getting smarter, and, some of us, they still struggle to deal with what's logical, what's going on, That's one of my biggest things I've been looking at, paying attention to a lot.
Yeah, we definitely got to pay attention. We got to be. It's going to cost you something. And it's going to cost you attention. That's all it's going to cost you. Is to pay attention. To everything, especially if you have children. Especially if you have children.
Oh, of course. Well, a lot of topics. I mean, it's a shift, and if you can't, everyone can feel it. Even ignorant people can feel it. They just deny it, Because I talk to a lot of people who deaf, dumb, and blind, but they can feel it. They just deny it because it's hard to digest what's real in your face,
Yeah.
But it's time to face it now. We're in the times right now. It's time to face everything that's real in reality.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
It's pointless to be.
The way they doing it, you can't even tell. It's like everybody's getting mixed up. Not everybody, but some people are getting mixed up between. They can't draw the line between reality and what's not real and what's real. Pretty much what I'm trying to say.
Well, one thing y'all said tonight. Somebody said, I think it was a guy. People love their world. I always laugh at, we born on the same birthday, black supremacists. People in love with capitalism, and they in love with their Lexus and their house and their home, but they know what time it is. And they don't want to let none of that stuff go, and that's just the truth. And some of them, they know, but they just want to play stupid. Like lately when I roll on the page, how lately now names are getting called about people lately on the news and the media. You never seen people be so bold with talking ever in your life. But all the stuff that used to happen at one time is coming back again. So it just makes you raise questioning on everything, and it's important to do, especially, and it's time for people to teach their kids, too, what time it is. Because my son went to the library a couple of days ago, and he's only 11. All the little guys that was 10 and 11 that was crossing the street, they all got tickets, written up for crossing the street. and my son was the only one who didn't get a ticket written. And so, you know, when I saw that, and then I asked the little boys, I was like, well, why y'all didn't do what my son did? Why y'all didn't question the beast when he was asking y'all all them questions? Why y'all just went along with and took the ticket? And they was like, yeah, Jakeem's different, you know. And I was like, yeah, he is, because I teach him what time it is. And my son said, Dad, they really using fair tactics on us. And I said, yeah, I already know. And these are the things I want you to be prepared for, because, you know, they writing tickets to little children. That's pretty serious.
Yes. I can vouch for that
too.
Too young
to even contract.
Huh?
Say it again,
Too young to even contract. I said they're too young to even contract. And more importantly, at least in Southern California, when they give the ticket to a minor, a child, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, which is not even a legal age to enter into any kind of agreement, that agreement that the child signs binds the parent to a parent. I had to ask the judge once when I went in with my nephew. I was pretending to be his mother because his mother was somewhere else. I'm like, under what authority does this child have the authority to bind me to an agreement and sign a contract that compels me to show up? And she was like, oh, it's not a contract. It's just an agreement. I'm like, same difference.
Right.
How can a child bind me to appear in any kind of contract? And some kind of way, I don't know what I said, but they wound up throwing it out in that particular one. But he got several others that I didn't have anything to do with that keep it from getting a license to this day.
I know y'all gotta go to the next topic. I want to know it's important. That I guess I'm an insider. I'm one of the senior securities dealing with Howard and Murray University for our black people. The last 2011, 2010, and the class of 2013 now, and the 2012 class. For our black people, all the institutions of their education system is straight dumbing our people down, where they're getting like the highest degrees and they're still stupid, or where they can't grow, or they can't get a job. It is time for people to start figuring out how to make their own economical system and get away from their system. Seriously.
That's why it's called a degree. The word "gree" means you already have superiority and mastery. Once you get a degree, you've been downgraded. I have a listener that did some research, and she found out that a Bachelor of Arts basically means that you're like a skilled peasant or a dang farmer.
Pretty much. And it's a work permit, too. Because they still train you what you got to do on the job. And I'm talking to 2 years of all the graduates at Howard, Merlin University, and then this year, and we all had a dialogue one night where it raised a lot of questions. And I said, well, it's because none of y'all own, nobody black owns none of the BHs. That we don't own none of these school systems. And so they tell you what they want you to learn. You pay for classes where you can't even afford. Your jobs you pay for, you work at, can't help you pay for the debt. All they doing is creating fake debt for you. And then one class is $10,000. Most of these students can't afford it. I had to evict 60 students, black students, this month in school because they couldn't afford their rent and their stuff. And I was like, and I look at the trustees, and I'm like, so this is what's become at black colleges, where the fake loans is trapping them, where their parents got to give up their house or whatever it is, their land or whatever it is, to put it on like a slate to let their kid go to school. But then yet the loan affects them with their credit and everything else. And the Obama administration is just smiling, I guess, laughing about it. But it's all a such a parasitic vampire system where it's got our people really messed up so bad. You know, but it's time for people to start doing it big. You know, I'm one of the ones. I got a garden indoors and outdoors, and it's time for people to start really free thinking and thinking independent.
Right, that thinks for yourself. That thinks for yourself.
Yeah.
All right, King, we thank you so much. You can hang on if you want to. I'm about to get to the next. I got 2 more callers I'm going to take before we get out of here. You're listening to Wake the Hell Up Wednesday, and I thank you all again for joining us. Let me go ahead and get these other 2 callers in here. Very good topic going on. 857, let me see. Wait. 682. 682, are you there? Let's see, the numbers are jumping.
Hello, yes. How you doing?
There you are. Peace King. Where you calling from, your first name?
My name is JW, and I'm calling from Texas.
Okay, Peace King.
Yeah. How you ladies doing tonight? I'm listening to you. You have a great show going.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for staying up so late and listening.